Before the blessing comes the breaking. And in this sacred moment, I come to you, beloved soul, not as a distant light in the heavens, but as a messenger of divine truth. You have cried in silence, wondering why your heart feels heavy, why the path before you is filled with storms instead of sunlight. Listen closely, for this is why you are suffering, not as punishment but as preparation. Every tear you have shed has been counted. Every moment you felt forgotten was seen by the eyes of heaven. You have not been abandoned, you are being refined. Like gold must endure the fire before it shines. Your spirit is being purified through pain, so that you may carry the light of your true purpose. There is a divine order behind what seems like chaos. The breaking you feel is not your end. It is the sacred beginning of your transformation. You were chosen to be broken, so that through those cracks, divine light could flow through you. You asked heaven, "Why me?" And the answer is, because your soul carries strength others do not. You were built for the sacred battles, and though your heart aches now, it will soon become a vessel of divine resilience. You feel like everything is being taken from you, but in truth, what's being removed is only what cannot remain in the presence of your blessing. God is not punishing you. He is pruning you, removing the things that could not carry the weight of your destiny. In your loneliness, angels have surrounded you. In your silence, heaven has been whispering your name. You think no one hears your prayers, but your every word rises like incense before the throne of light. The delay is not denial. You are in a sacred pause, a divine moment where heaven reshapes your heart. Do not mistake the stillness for abandonment. It is in the stillness that miracles are born. Archangel Michael stands beside you, sword of light in hand, cutting away the cords that bind you to past pain. He speaks softly to your spirit. Daughter of divine fire, rise. The storm that tried to drown you will soon carry you forward. The weight you feel on your shoulders is the pressure of divine molding. You are not breaking apart, you are breaking open. From the fragments of what once was, something greater will emerge. You were never meant to remain who you were. The woman you are becoming will thank the one who endured this season of breaking. For it is through this fire that your true wings will unfold. Do not resist the process. Surrender your fears, your doubts, your desire to control what cannot be controlled. The moment you release your grip, divine grace will fill your hands with everything meant for you. The angels are aligning the unseen in your favor. Every closed door was protection. Every unanswered prayer was redirection. Heaven is not late. It is precise, and your moment is near. Your suffering has purpose. The pain that tried to break you is the same force that will push you toward your blessing. What feels like loss today will soon reveal itself as divine exchange, the lesser for the greater. Look deeper into your wounds, beloved. They are not proof of defeat but evidence of your calling. Only those chosen to carry light endure such darkness. You are not weak, you are sacredly chosen. Heaven rejoices not in your suffering but in your endurance. For every time you stood again, every time you believed despite the silence, you proved that faith still lives within you. The world may not understand your journey, but you are not walking it alone. I, Archangel Michael, walk beside you, not to carry you away from your pain, but to help you walk through it with divine strength. Soon the dawn will break, the pain will fade into memory, and you will see clearly what heaven was building in secret. The breaking was never your end, it was your becoming. When the blessing arrives, you will understand. Every tear, every sleepless night, every unanswered question. All were threads in a divine tapestry. And when you see it completed, gratitude will replace your sorrow. So, beloved soul, hold on. The same God who allowed the breaking is the one preparing the blessing. You were never forsaken, you were chosen. And what awaits you on the other side will make every moment of pain worth it. Now rise in faith. Lift your heart. The angels are near, and heaven is whispering your name again. Before the blessing came the breaking, but the breaking has passed. Your dawn is about to begin. The time has come for your eyes to see what your heart has been sensing in silence. The breaking was not random, nor was it cruel. It was sacred design. Heaven was sculpting something within you that could not be formed in comfort. Every unanswered prayer was a door shifting in the invisible, preparing the path that would lead you to divine alignment. You have been asking why everything you once held dear seems to have slipped through your hands. But, my beloved, the truth is that heaven had to empty your grasp before placing the promise inside it. You cannot hold divine light with hands still clutching the fragments of yesterday. The angels have been standing guard at the edge of your destiny, ensuring that nothing impure, no illusion, no false love, can cross over into your next season. What you perceived as loss was actually protection, the kind that only divine foresight can provide. There are moments when heaven hides you, not because you are unworthy, but because the world is not yet ready for your unveiling. You are in the hidden chambers of preparation, where grace is strengthening your roots for the weight of what is to come. You may feel unseen, but you are being studied by eternity itself. Heaven observes you like a rare gem, cut and refined under divine pressure until you reflect the perfect image of the one who sent you. There is a stirring in the unseen realms. The spiritual world is moving, rearranging destinies, opening paths, shifting time itself in your favor. Do not mistake delay for denial. What is divine must arrive in perfect sequence. You have felt the whispers of doubt trying to convince you that you are forgotten, but that voice is not from heaven. The angels have been silencing the echoes of fear around you, protecting your faith even when you felt it fading. When you close your eyes, you may sense the warmth of unseen light. That is not your imagination. It is the energy of divine presence wrapping around your weary spirit, reminding you that you are being guided, even when you cannot see the way forward. Each sleepless night has been a conversation between your soul and heaven. The angels have heard you say, "I can't go on," and they've responded by strengthening you in silence. That strength you felt in your weakest moment, that was no coincidence. Do not fear the unknown that lies ahead. The unknown is not your enemy. It is the womb of your rebirth. Heaven cannot bless the version of you that still clings to pain. This is why the old must crumble, why the breaking must happen before the blessing. Archangel Michael is still near, his sword gleaming in divine light. He stands guard at the threshold of your new chapter, ensuring that only truth passes through. The illusions that once deceived you are being shattered, one by one. You have been marked by divine favor, though you cannot yet perceive it. The signs are subtle, a sudden calm in your spirit, an unexpected reassurance in your heart, a peace that makes no sense. That is heaven's confirmation that the shift has already begun. You are walking between realms now, the visible and the invisible. Every step forward in faith sends ripples through the spiritual world, commanding angels to move on your behalf. You are not walking alone. The unseen walks with you. Do not be surprised if certain people withdraw or certain paths close abruptly. The divine hand is guiding you through a corridor meant only for your feet. What is being removed now would have slowed your ascension later. Heaven's timing is mysterious, yet precise. Just when you think all is lost, a door you never imagined will appear before you. That door will not require effort, only obedience. You will know it is divine because peace will precede it. Even the winds have been instructed to carry your name to the right ears. The opportunities you thought had passed you by are circling back under divine instruction. What belongs to you cannot be missed. It is encoded in your destiny. Listen closely to your intuition. It has become the voice of the angels within you. They speak softly, through peace, through small nudges, through coincidences that are not coincidences at all. These are signs that heaven is aligning your steps. There are blessings hovering over your life, waiting for permission to descend. That permission comes through surrender, through trust that even the breaking is sacred. You were not created to crumble. You were created to be reshaped into glory. The world will soon witness what heaven has been quietly preparing in you. The same hands that allowed your breaking are now gathering the pieces, not to restore the old, but to construct something entirely new, something divine. So wait, beloved. Keep your spirit open. There is more to be revealed, more to be healed, more to be transformed. The heavens are still speaking, and the message has only just begun to unfold within you. There is a vibration in the air around you, soft but undeniable. the pulse of divine motion. You may not see it, but something is shifting in dimensions beyond your eyes. What you call delay is actually divine synchronization, aligning every detail of your destiny with the perfect frequency of heaven. Nothing has been lost. It has only been rearranged. You've begun to sense that something greater is calling you, haven't you? That quiet restlessness in your heart isn't confusion. It's awakening. The angels are stirring your spirit because what once fit no longer can. You are outgrowing the version of yourself that pain built. Every moment of discomfort you feel now is the stretching of your wings. What seems like uncertainty is the spiritual tension between what you were and what you're becoming. The breaking wasn't to destroy you. It was to free you from the limits you placed upon yourself. Archangel Michael watches as you begin to rise. He sees the faint glow forming around your heart, the light of faith being rekindled. Even in your moments of silence, he whispers courage into your soul, reminding you that your wounds are not your weakness, but your gateway to power. The heavens are whispering secrets to the winds, carrying messages meant only for you. If you listen closely, you'll notice how time slows before divine instruction arrives. The signs you've been asking for are already appearing, subtle, divine, deliberate. There are dreams you've buried beneath disappointment, thinking they no longer matter. But heaven never forgets what it plants within a soul. Those forgotten visions are beginning to stir again, breathing softly beneath your ribs, waiting for you to believe once more. You are being called to trust again, not in the world, but in the divine hand shaping your destiny. The angels are not asking for perfection, only permission. Permission to guide, to heal, to reveal what has always belonged to you. The spiritual realm is alive with motion. Doors are opening in silence. Prayers you spoke long ago are echoing now through divine corridors, awakening the miracles attached to your name. What you thought was over is merely beginning again. Even your fatigue has meaning. The weariness you feel is not weakness. It's your soul releasing what it no longer needs. You are being emptied to be filled with something higher, holier, eternal. Sometimes, heaven must break your schedule to keep you on divine time. The delays, the detours, the disappointments, each is a sacred interruption, steering you away from what would have dimmed your light. There are angels walking beside you in human form, though you may not recognize them yet. A kind word from a stranger, a song at the right moment, a door you never expected. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. The divine has been rewriting your story behind the veil. You are about to encounter people and opportunities that feel familiar, as if you've known them forever. That's because your spirit remembers what your mind has not yet discovered. You may have thought the storm was punishment, but it was preparation. What was stripped away was never meant to endure. Heaven is not taking, it is trading. The lesser for the greater, the temporary for the eternal. The ache in your heart is not a sign of loss but of expansion. It is the divine stretching your capacity to receive what you once prayed for but weren't yet ready to hold. The pain you feel is proof that transformation is in motion. Every night you thought was endless was, in truth, a classroom of heaven. You learned endurance, compassion, discernment, treasures that cannot be stolen. Now, heaven is ready to reward what only time could refine. Archangel Michael has been interceding for you in realms unseen, cutting away the remnants of fear and restoring your inner authority. You were never meant to crawl through life, you were destined to command light. The spiritual world has recognized your resilience. Even now, your name is being spoken in divine assembly, surrounded by luminous beings rejoicing that you have not surrendered. Your endurance has shifted the atmosphere. You may not feel different yet, but the evidence will soon manifest. Heaven is about to reveal what it has been preparing in silence. The things that once caused you pain will soon serve as pillars of your testimony. Stay alert, beloved. Watch how the winds change, how your spirit begins to sense alignment again. You are stepping into a realm where the impossible becomes possible, where heavens will unfold through your surrender. Something sacred is approaching, and it carries your name. The angels are not finished speaking. There is more to be revealed, more to be awakened, more to be reclaimed from the depths of your spirit. Keep your heart open, for what's coming next will defy every limitation you once believed in. There are moments approaching when reality itself will seem to bend around you. What once resisted will begin to flow, and doors that refuse to open will suddenly recognize your presence. The frequency of your soul has changed, and the universe can no longer ignore the vibration of someone chosen by heaven. Everything that once worked against you is now being commanded to serve your purpose. You will begin to notice how people react differently to your energy. Some will be drawn to your light without understanding why, while others will retreat in silence, unable to remain near what is divinely charged. Do not chase what leaves. Divine separation is protection disguised as distance. Every exit is part of the sacred choreography leading you closer to alignment. Archangel Michael is preparing a moment of revelation for you. He is lifting the veil from situations that once confused you, exposing what was hidden behind smiles and illusions. What you are about to see will not hurt you, it will free you. Truth is never cruel when it comes from heaven. It liberates the soul from spiritual fog. You may feel a sudden pull to withdraw, to be silent, to retreat from noise. This is not isolation, it is sacred summoning. When heaven wants to speak, it first quiets the world around you. That restlessness to disconnect is a divine signal that something powerful is being whispered into your spirit. There are whispers in the night meant only for you. When you awaken at odd hours with a racing heart or a sudden peace, know that your soul is being called into divine conversation. The angels communicate not always with words, but through feeling, through signs, through an inner knowing that cannot be explained. The spiritual world is aligning people, timing, and energy on your behalf. Someone you have never met is already being guided toward you, a soul whose purpose will intertwine with yours. Their arrival will mark the beginning of a new phase, one where divine promises start taking tangible form. You may begin to notice repeating numbers, feathers in unusual places, or songs that seem to answer your thoughts. These are confirmations, not coincidences. The veil between heaven and earth thins when destiny draws near, and you are walking that threshold now. The energy around you is being recalibrated. Old frequencies that once felt comfortable are now too heavy for your spirit. You are being lifted to a vibration where miracles breathe naturally, where what you seek recognizes you before you even ask. There are places you will soon go that your former self could never have entered. Environments are being rearranged so that when you arrive, everything will already be in divine order. Nothing will require force. What is meant for you will fit effortlessly, like breath entering the lungs. Do not be surprised if you begin to feel emotions that seem unprovoked. Sudden waves of peace, or tears without sadness. Your soul is adjusting to divine elevation, shedding the weight of all that no longer aligns. You are being attuned to a higher current, one that carries blessings hidden from the ordinary eye. Archangel Michael is whispering now. Do not rush the unfolding. Every revelation has its appointed hour. What feels like stillness is sacred strategy. Heaven moves with precision, not haste. Trust the rhythm of what you cannot yet understand. Something ancient within you is awakening. Memories from lifetimes your mind cannot recall but your spirit still carries. This awakening is not chaos. It is calling. The more you surrender to it, the more heaven will reveal the blueprint of your divine purpose. Beloved soul, if these words have reached you, it is because heaven intended them for this exact moment of your life. Nothing was by chance. Not the timing, not the message, not even the breath you take right now as your spirit awakens to truth. Archangel Michael has spoken, and the divine light that surrounds you is the confirmation that the breaking is ending and the blessing is near. Receive this message not with fear, but with faith. Let it settle in your heart like a sacred seed ready to bloom in divine time. You are seen. You are protected. You are chosen. The heavens have moved on your behalf, and the angels rejoice for your courage to keep believing even when all seemed silent. If this message touched your soul, confirm that you have received it by declaring in the comments, "I believe in the angels of Lord." Let this be your affirmation of faith, your seal of trust in the celestial plan unfolding around you. And if your heart carries a request, a burden, or a prayer, write it below. The angels are near, and every word of faith released is heard by heaven. Your prayer will not go unnoticed. Join this divine family of light by subscribing to our channel and activating the notification bell, so that every new revelation, every prayer, every message from the spiritual world finds you exactly when you need it most. Together, we rise in faith, in love, and in divine alignment. The angels are watching over you, and your story, beloved, has only just begun.